Welcome back, beautiful beings. This is part 2 of making pocket inserts for Dollar Tree coin envelopes and using up your scraps. These are medium coin envelopes and you get 20, and these are larger and you get 15 coin envelopes. Okay, they're $1.25 when I got them. I don't know how much they are now because I got them a while back. Okay, and if you watched my previous video, my collarbone cracked and the muscles in my chest all around it and in my neck, because they go everywhere, were all inflamed. But I'm getting much better day by day, so I'm going to be taking breaks in between, of course, if it starts hurting. But it's been healing very well. It's been like later on in the day it starts hurting instead of like an hour after I wake up. But anyway, I have these envelopes, right? And if you have these long scraps, or even if you have 2 scraps like here, okay, double-sided, they don't have to be double-sided. You can stamp them up whatever you want. I showed you how to stamp them up in the other video, in the smaller ones that I used in the other video. But if you don't have long scraps like this, okay, you can use like 2 other scraps. And even if you have scraps that quite don't even match, you can coordinate them somehow, and you can make them that way too if you don't have the long strips like I do. In our envelopes like this, and then I even made another one to put in here because I had enough of that scrap. So we'll see how much scrap I have left over. I don't know if I can do that again, but we'll see. But I want to start on this one. I just take this long piece of scrap, and again, it doesn't have to be double-sided. Mine just happens to be double-sided. And then I'd say 1/2 inch, probably not even 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. You just bend it over like that, okay? And then you cut it. And hopefully this cuts nice and straight. And of course, I don't know, is that straight? Yeah, I think it's straight enough. Great. It's only when I haven't been crafting and my shoulders have been, or my collarbone and muscles have been healing nicely. But as soon as I start crafting, it's starting to hurt. It must be because I'm laying my arm on the table. I don't know. But anyway, this is going to go in there like this. Okay. Just like that. And then I have some circles I cut with my little circle puncher. And I think this is like 1/2 inch. It's really small. Really small circle puncher. Okay. And hopefully I can find the ones I think I might have punched. If not, they don't have to match. If you have circles, not everything has to match. But I was kind of thinking I wanted some that like match the rows, so I'm just going to grab these. Okay, I have these ones. I'm just going to use these. Maybe I'll use a different color on the other side. Maybe a brown one. They really don't have to match, but they sort of do, if that makes any sense. How about a pink one? The pink ones are, and these are colors of the world paper. They're thicker than regular paper, but printing paper, but not much thicker. And you can go around them with a marker if you want. Like, just take a marker. See that white and get rid of it. My collarbone's starting to hurt already. So I might just do one, and then I want to do them differently though. If I can come up with something. But yeah, if you like that look where it's the white's off of it. So I took the white off, and I'm just going to do the same color on this. If you like what you're seeing, please like the video, and if you want more, subscribe. Okay, beautiful beings? Oh yeah, holding it, putting my arm up to the table is what's doing it, I see. I don't know what else I could do a video. beautiful beings. But that it hurt my collarbone. And I don't want to have to start all over. So yes, I will probably be taking lots of breaks. But I'm just going to put glue on this, find the right side. Just put them together like that. And make sure they line up. That. Okay. And then you take your paper. Let's get that one out of the way. And you figure out where you want your paper. Right. My collarbone's really starting to hurt, so I'm probably just going to do the same thing. Take a break and come back, and we'll try to figure out something different. But I want this on the envelope. Like, I don't know. Maybe right. It doesn't have to go all the way up. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a corner pocket just like this. Doesn't have to be perfect. And again, you can take the marker. I might as well do the marker on all this. Show you. And you don't have to. You can use your inks. I just find it easier for me to do a marker. And then you go around like this, just to get rid of the white. Okay. I'm going to glue that there. So I'm just going to take some glitter glue and put it on the two sides that I want glued down. And we're not putting it on the back because the flap goes on the back like that. So I'm going to turn it to the front of our coin envelope. And I'm just going to glue that just like that right there. Just make sure it goes all the way down and over. Like that, and there's a pocket. Okay, and for this I do have die cuts I cut out, so if you have scraps any size that will fit your die cuts, just use them, beautiful beings. Right, now got that glued down, we're going to come back to this and put a pocket for the rest of the scrap. Maybe I'll do another one, do it the other way, like this way. Why not? It's a little different than this one. And this one, I put that like that. But we can do all kinds of things, beautiful being. So on this one, I'm going to bend it over so it matches. Fold. And I want to make sure it's straight. That one's way straighter than the first one. And we're going to glue that right there. I might have to, maybe not, I'll trim it after. I'm just going to take the marker again and go around it. I have two inside cats. If you're a regular subscriber, you know that. And they have fleas. Crazy, huh? I let them go out on the sun porch, but it's all closed in with windows and wood, you know. But somebody must attract the flea in from outside, and I gave them a bath. Layla helped me give them a bath, but I don't know. And I've been trying to brush them on the sun porch, but there looks like there's a lot of dead flea eggs, but at the same time, it looks like there's a couple fleas, and I can't really get them because they're so fast to pick out. I really don't want to use chemicals because I got a chemical-free shampoo I got for my cats. But I don't know. And Snickers is a really hard one to brush. So, you know what I did? I picked her up by the back of her neck like her mom would, but just held her there while she was standing on the floor, and I brushed her, and that worked very well. She didn't try to get away and run and meow at me and be mad at me. So that worked well. So I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm hoping the fleas start going away. Because nobody wants fleas. They haven't invaded the house yet, but there's a lot of dead ones in them. That's why I had to comb them to get the dead flea eggs out. I know this is a disgusting topic, but that's what I've been dealing with. And plus, I've been trying to rest my muscles around my collarbone and my collarbone in the process of all this. And keep up the housework also. It's just one thing after another, and I don't want fleas. Because I just got rid of ants like a month ago. So now I got fleas. It's like, well, I don't really have fleas. The cat's got fleas, but you know what I'm saying. It's just one thing after another. Now you see how that's over a little bit? I'm just going to trim that right off. No biggie. No biggie. So there's our other pocket on this. Oh, and I forgot to go around this one with a marker right there. Because I got distracted by talking about the fleas on my cats. Alright, it's all good. But where's my other? Then I have this one. This is just thin paper. And I just did a die cut. It was a piece of scrap. And I'm just going to stick that in there like that. I might even just switch them. Because I kind of like over here because it's darker. If that makes sense. Then I have this scrap left. So if we wanted to, we could just turn this one around. And I don't know if that's straight. That's straight. It's just a little bent there, I guess. But you could flip this around. I don't know. Kind of like the writing down there. We could put it at the top. Let's see. Just put a little glue there. Not liking that. So I'm going to bring this in, cutting board, and make sure it's nice and straight. Because it's really not straight. The side wasn't straight. And this blade ran out again. So it's rugged. A little scrappy, so that's fine. You see how it's scrappy? And that was close to the edge, so it really doesn't like to cut, but it is what it is. I think that's straighter now. And I didn't like how it looked, so I brought in my 2.5-inch puncher, and of course it was too close to the edge and it didn't want to come out. It got really stuck, but I got it, beautiful beans. So now I'm just going to cut right where the puncher left an indent in. And it's not centered, but you know what? I don't care. At this point, I don't care. There we go. And I'm going to remember, where's the big end? To bring this. And just put a little color on it. Then I forgot that because of my muscles around my collarbone, I forgot to glue it down on the opposite side, so I had to redo that also. Beautiful beings. Sorry, this video is all over the place, but at least you're getting an idea how to make these. I don't have another one because I didn't think I would have enough scrap to make 3 pockets, but we do. So I'm just gonna take my glitter glue and I did the wrong side. I didn't want to put this side on there. I wanted to put the other side down. So I'm gonna pull that off. And I glue this side. And I know you're thinking, well, you're going to see the glue on the other side that's going to look crappy. But we'll figure something out. See how it's sticking over? So I'm just going to push that down. There, now it's lined up. There we go. I'm gonna let that glue dry, and then we'll just take ink and ink it up after I find my lid. It's the only thing I don't like about these bottles is that cap comes off. Then it's lost and you have to look for it. There it is. Okay, but that does break off in case you're interested in getting these. I did get these on Temu before the you know, the whatever you call them, tariffs started. Right, I'm gonna cut this off. My arm is like really starting to throb. Cut that off. And that looks cute. See, even though that's not in the middle, it still looks cute. It just gives it a unique look. All right, let me go get some distressed ink. Okay, I got aged mahogany distressed from Ranger. Distressed oxide. All we're going to do and put some on that glue. Okay. And then we got a unique design, beautiful beings. Easy peasy. Now that I got this out, I might as well just ink up the whole thing. Okay. See, that's why I like to use a marker, because you get the bits that come off. That's the only reason why I like to use a marker, see? You get little bits that come off. But look how cute that is. Just a unique design from the glue, because we did it backwards. Right, I want this in here. I think that's where it went. Just writing paper. And then there's nothing in this envelope, is there? Sometimes I punched these out and stuck them in the envelope so I didn't lose them. And then that goes in there like that. But we need something here in this spot. Okay, beautiful beings. And this is just real thin paper, and I'm not putting any of the ribbon, the thin ribbon I have on, until I use them to figure out what book I'm going to put them in. But there you go. Okay. You got a pocket there. You did the flip over. Die cut. Just left that blank. I mean, you can always, I don't know, stamp something on there. So I'm going to take a break and rest my collarbone and my muscles. Just put it in like that. That. Okay. I'll continue when I come back. So we didn't have enough to make one of these. But if we do, I'm going to do a video how to make these too. Just for fun. That would be a real quick video. But I hope you're getting the idea of where I'm going with this. Here's the back and here's the back and here's the front. I'm going to go rest my muscles. Beautiful beings, I'm doing something else. Instead of those little circles for the tab, I'm using a die cut flower. And as you can see, it cuts out these little things. So I'm going to switch them up and put the white ones in the purple and the purple in the white. Okay, I wanted to show you that. Okay, and I also cut this. I put this in here. Okay, like that. Flipped it open. And then I had these two pieces left over. Okay, I cut this off here. Right? And then I cut this off the bottom. Right? So we have a little pocket. It's not going to reach the whole length, but that's alright. Maybe I wanted to put it on here. I think I might want to put it on here. This one goes on here. Yeah. So we're going to glue that down. I'm not doing no ink or anything. So I'll put that there. And I don't know if you can hear that circular saw. They're working on the house next door, beautiful beings. Just giving you a heads up. Like that. Give it a minute to dry. Make sure it's all lined up good. What it isn't on the bottom. There we go. Make sure it's not sticking out of the edges. It's not. All right. This one is for the envelope. And as you can see, I just cut it down. Oh, it goes on the front. Okay. That goes on the front of the envelope, and this piece is going to go on the back of this way. I'm going to put it right up in this corner, just like that. Make sure it's not on the bend, just below the bend over to the right. Okay, I cut this out because, you know, it only hurts when I put my arm up on the table, have it in this position. Then my collarbone. But I already told you that. Now we're going to take these. I want this one here. So I'm going to put glue all over this flower, but I want another flower. So I got to figure out where they'll line up. Of course. And they probably won't because they're backwards. But it's okay. I think this part's good like that. It's about as close as I'm going to get it. So I'm going to put some glue on here. So if you have little die cuts, you can use them on your tabs. 4 tabs on your flaps. I think I'm going to put it this way. I'm trying to make sure it's in the middle. How would this one, I think this one would be like that, because that one's going. It's going to take a minute to find which way would be good. I think that way would be. Doesn't have to be perfect, beautiful things. And I thought this would be a great way to use up your die cuts and use them for other things besides what they're intended to. That's not perfect, but it's fine. Okay. Now I'm going to take this middle of the flower, put some glue on it, and I'm going to try to figure out how it was in there. Nope, I want that in purple. So let's put that in the purple. If we need to turn it to find its place, we will. And we're going to take a purple one, put it on there. I was going to cut the ends. I don't know if they'll fit in there now. Let me turn this. That's good enough. There we go, beautiful beings. We have a flower for a tab on our fold. Then on this one, I used this just to cut that notch in there. I really wanted to do the corners and I forgot all about it. I don't know if I bend this back enough. Just use the little one just to get a little tiny rounded edge without hurting the flower. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to take our envelope and glue this to the envelope. All right, that one's on the top. This one's going to be on the bottom of the envelope, okay? All the way to the bottom. And voila. If you're planning on bending these like that, I could probably just cut that off, but watch for that. I'll probably just cut that off. Let's just cut that off. There we go. I'm going to leave mine open so they can put whatever they want in it. This is drying nicely. And as you can see, it's not lined up perfectly, but it's okay. It's a flower. I'm just giving you ideas. And then I can use these. Maybe, hey, we could put it on a flap here. Might as well use them up. I got them. So let's do the same thing on the flap. So this is going to be hanging that. So I'm going to put the white one here on this side. That. Might as well. Because I don't want to use those little, lose those little tiny pieces. So just put that on the flap like that. And this goes that way, so I'm just going to flip it. And it'll be off a little bit, but it's alright. It's a flower. Try to line up the middle. Put the purple in there. They don't fall through because it's lined up pretty good. Flower. To stop that from falling through, flip it over and put the other weight on this side so they glue together nicely. And then I got a different way of doing this also. So I'm going to rest my collarbone muscles real quick. And I'll be back to show you that other way. I'm going like that. See? Cute. I think it's cute. Right? Okay, beautiful beings. Give me a close-up of this. And then put a tag in there. Pocket. And then these are all die cuts. So it's a great way to use up your scraps and your die cuts, beautiful beings. Die cut from a scrap. Just anything that goes with it kind of matches it. And then just put it in like this. Like that. There you go. Okay, now I want to show you this. We're going to use a heart for the flap on this one. And I have these. These are stars. And I have these. I got this from Walmart on clearance. I don't know if you see the white. They're white, but they're influence. I don't even know what the word. Glitter, but they're kind of, I don't know. But I got these. I don't even know if they sell these anymore. At Walmart. I got this little envelope hanging around. But we're going to cut this. Right. And this is the next day, by the way, beautiful beings. Alright, see where I bent that right there? I gotta stand up so I can see what I'm doing here. So I don't cut it too short. I'm gonna put my nail there. I think I might do this a little more. Just cut it so it's nice and even. There's a flap. It might be too small. I wanted it bigger. That flap's really small. But we'll have that. We'll do a small flap. Just because we can. It's two-sided, double-sided cardstock. And I do want to have a different look on this. So I'm just going to take the little one. Punch these on my corner puncher. Just for a different look. Alright. Now I have this. And as you see, it's not as long as this. I could probably move that bend in more so it's a little wider. There we go. But what I usually do is turn it over to the other side so I know this edge is touching that edge. That way it's even. That way I know it's straight. But I want to do this first. I have this heart. And see how it matches these hearts. So we're going to make little flaps. And I don't know if I should put it upside down or this way. This will be upside down. And this one, so maybe I'll do it this way. Yeah, let's do it this way. So I'm just going to glue that on the front. And I chose these two colored papers because they're scrap and they matched the rainbow very well. Just going to lay that there. Make sure you can see. And then I got the other side. This. Then we'll bring them together. So either way I do this, one of them is going to be upside down. But I think I want this one this way. That. Just fine in the middle. I know it's a big heart, but I think it'll still look good. Line this up. That one. Like that. Then this out of the way. Well, we'll just use that for the stars, so I can pick them up better. There's silver stars and gold stars. The silver stars, I don't know, they're kind of shimmering like gold and silver. I don't know, but I think they're silver. Yeah, they are. And this star's broke off, so I'm just gonna. Oh no, it's not. It looked like it was. Anyway, I'm going to take Elena's glue for this. And we're just going to put a little dab of glue there. Star there. And a little dab here. That star. And if you have shaker stars, you can use them. But if you have something totally different that goes with it, you can use those. Any shakers that go with whatever pattern is on your cardstock. Beautiful games. Now I'm going to take these, put a unicorn on there. I could probably just pull these out. I think they're all the same. I don't think any difference. No, I don't think they're any different. But I'm going to take, again, Elena's glue. Maybe put one up here. See how I got so many? I'm just going to put two. Why not? They're so tiny and I got so many. Rub it in that glue and turn this one the other way. Again, rub it in that glue so it's all over the unicorn. And it might get a little sloppy, but that's okay. Elena's dries clear. That one's like got white and pink in it. I don't know if you can see that. The opposite side. I'm going to try just to get a little bit of that glue up. And then we're going to have to wait for that to dry. So while that's drying, let's figure out the pockets. Put these in here so I don't lose them. Because I want to do the other side too. Other heart. Oh, one's missing. We'll put that one up there. Let's see. So I'm going to round the edges with the littlest one. Okay, the R 4 millimeters. Why not? Before I cut it. Oh, that one didn't work. That one's being stubborn. Alright. This one's going to be tricky because it's longer. And I'm not going to have enough of this to fit on this either. So probably could just leave that plain. Or we could attach. Oh, is that gluing? It is. It is gluing to the paper. Now there's a little green on it. That's all right. But we could put paper in there for writing. I think I even have sticky notes. I just ripped it. That's all right. But that just gives me another idea. We won't put a pocket on that. We'll flip this over. Cut this down the middle. I'll just do this one different, beautiful things. And try to find the middle. Like that. Did I find the middle? No. This one's bigger, so we're going to put this one on the envelope. In the front. This. And this one on the back of that. So of course, we're going to need to do this again. Keep it going. Sometimes you just don't have it in there right. It's fine. It's cut very good. Alright. So that one goes on that one. This one's going to go here. And I'm just going to use this again. You can use whatever you got. If you got one of these, a small one, just use a half little circle punch. I'm sure you know how to do that. Like that. You can do that. I think I got it down good enough. Nope. See, this one sticks. That's why I don't like using it. Right. This one, I'm doing this. Alright, so this is going to be this way on this. And this one is going to be this way on the other. Or I could just do the unicorn thing. Doesn't really matter. Probably could just do the unicorn thing. We'll decide. Make it this in there, right? There we go. So get this out of the way. There we go. And we're going to cut that. It's easier to turn it the opposite way so you can see the line. And just follow it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not perfect. It come in a little bit there. There. Again, I don't want to get these mixed up. The bigger one's going over here. This one is going here. I'll glue this up, the sides and the bottom. There we go. Stick that there. Make sure everything is lined up good. Other side. There we go. Now we're going to do this one. This one is just, it's not wide enough, but it's fine, I think. We can put it over to the left or the right, or we can use this color. I really like that color. I don't think I made one of those for this. I don't know, let me look. Okay. I was checking to see for my next video, making these like this. I have this paper left over, so I'm going to make one and we'll put it in here. So on this one, we're just going to stick it over to the left side, okay? That way that'll tuck in nicely when we make it in the next video. I was trying to figure out which side to use, that's why I went and looked. So we'll use the hearts and put the unicorns on the inside on this one when we make it, so when we slide it in, the hearts will be showing. And see, I only glued it here and here. And it should fit nicely, okay? Because it's a big envelope. Okay? glue out now. We're going to do the other side just so they start gluing. And this heart's going to be upside down, but it's fine. There's things. I'm not using this glue. The only thing I don't like about these is I can't find the lid sometimes. Sometimes. And plus I got all these die cuts I could stick in there, and they match the hearts. I made sure they matched the hearts. And then we'll have this one, so this one will be totally different. And we're going to put paper in here. If I can go find some paper, it has the the postums from Dollar Tree. We'll put here, and then we'll save that for the other thing I want to make. Why is that glue in there? What did I do? I don't want that glued there. I want it glued there. Must have got glue on it. But it did glue there. Just going to take my nail and rub the glue off so it slides in nicely like that. But let's get this done. I don't know what it is, so I'll just look at that afterwards. There it is. That's the only thing I don't like about these, because this always breaks off right there. But besides that, I love it because it gives me just as little glue as I want. I'm gonna need another unicorn. There it is. And it's okay to have upside down heart things. We can break the rules. Let's put one in there. And then I don't know where I want that unicorn. Stick that in there. Rub them in there so they don't come off. Make sure he's got glue all over them. Or her. And we'll put this one right there so it looks different. And then star, gold star. Here. Get rid of the silver ones. It's moving on me beautiful things. I want to make sure it's underneath the star. Get in there. It's like, no, I don't want to. Alright. So again, we're going to let that dry. Okay. Okay, beautiful beings. On this one, I have this cardstock. I just flipped over, double-sided. I just put a little pocket there. Just put a little half circle punch. Put my tabs on there. Rounded the edges, even on the corner ones, I rounded the edges. Okay, and then I figured I got the stars out, so why not? Right? Let's use some stars. Let's use them up. And I lost the lid on this again. I forgot to do that. But let's put a star up here. I'm just going to put dabs of glue here and there for the stars. Put some glue on it, and we're just going to stick them down there. Then I got other stars too that I could use this one. So when I get this one, this is already folded. I'll just cut that, and all I'm going to have is this left over, and probably just put a pocket on the other side. Okay. But I think the other stars match that one because I have white ones that will show up better on this one. All right. I just wanted to show that to you. Okay. Okay, beautiful beings. For this one, I just put one here because I only had that left over, and I cut it diagonally to make two corner pockets. Okay. For this, I'm going to use this die cut. Okay. And it cuts in 3 parts. But I want this one for the tab, for the flap. Okay, and I got this one, and then I can't find my blue, my deep blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try, that's the right side. I got to put this on the opposite side. So I'm going to try to put some blue on there. Like I said, this is day 2. Ella and Layla stayed. So I had to move everything off the table, of course, so we could play games and stuff. And now I can't find my blue ink. So I'm just going to do this, and then when I find it, just give you an idea. But this one, I'm doing the opposite side, so they come together correctly. Hopefully. Do the opposite side. It's looking like if I do this side. Yeah, opposite side. So just put a little ink on it anyway. So now, and this is a sun, the moon phase. Okay. There's a half a moon and the stars. Okay. So it looks like you might glue this like on the back or something. Okay, but let's get this done, because after all, the video is getting really long. Alright, I'm going to put glue on this. Just for something different. I could have kept the one side white, to tell you the truth, but I want it to go like this, or like this. So put that there. That's in the middle. I'm going to take this one and line it up. This one. It's not really lining up. Turn it. It's going to be the opposite, I think, a little bit. That's right. I like it. It's just half a quarter of a moon. 3/4 of a moon. So there's that of the tab. Come in a little bit. It's good enough. Okay. That's going to go in there, but I want to put some stars. I'm not putting stars on here because I'm afraid they might catch. The other one did not catch. What's the other one so I can show it to you? I know where it's at. It's not here. It's over here. Okay. It's right there. And then I'm going to put some twine around that. Some string. And it does catch on the bottom one. They're nicely glued down. It's a little sloppy, but I still like it. It slides in nicely, and then I just have a die cut I put in this one. Okay. But I do want to ink this up a little bit. So wish I had the blue that I wanted, because I think this is like a purplish blue. I'm going to use this one just to put a little blue on it. That's it. Not everywhere. Just a little bit. Okay. Then I'm just going to glue it here. And this just has the moon faces on it. sure which way should go. Probably that way. I'm just going to put it right there. Why not? Right, next thing I was going to do, I think I'm done. I haven't figured out, oh, yeah, stars. I have these little stars. They're Reed Collections metallic and iridescent glitter shapes. And they're hearts and stars, but I'm going to use the white stars right there. And just put a couple on it if I can find my... Okay, found my toothpick. I'm just going to put like a star here and there. Easy peasy. Break them apart. Sometimes they stick. Clusters. There we go. That's it. I don't want to overdo it. Okay. Just a little glitter, kind of, with them. Alright, I'm going to move this out of the way. This is done for now. Set that aside. Okay, beautiful beings. We're going to go back to this one right here. Okay. And we need paper for this side. So I have some ideas. You know those pads you can get from Dollar Tree? They come in magnetic. They come in just pads. They come in all shapes and sizes. These are all from Dollar Tree. Okay. So I'll take this just to add some paper to it. I'm going to take this. And these were all $1.25. Hopefully they still are. And I have this. Sticky notes. I don't know if this was from Dollar Tree or Dollar General. I'm not sure. If you know, leave it in the comments, please. Right, this one's sticky. So I'm going to turn it upside down and set it over there. I'm only using a rainbow. Oh. Take one of these. So I just don't have an opening on the bottom. I think I got this at Dollar General. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because it was only $1. See, so I think I got this one at Dollar General. Take these out. And again, this one's magnetic too. I just grab these every time I get them because they're good for journals. Beans. Well, sorry about the noise. I just dropped. It was on my cutter. But what I'm going to do is we're going to cut these to fit in here. Okay. I'm just going to measure them. I'll show you how I do the first one. And then I'm going to fast forward. Just going to mark it, and then I'm going to cut inside the line. Okay. Same thing with this one. This one, I'm just going to cut it right in half. Okay, I know it's going to cut off half in, but I'm going to do it anyway. And this one, I'm going to cut this off and put it in there because they might want to use it for something else. Okay. Sorry, it's over to the left a little bit more. I was favoring my left arm because of my collarbone, beautiful bangs. But you can still see what I'm doing. Like that. By size. Those are basically the right size. Okay. And these two. And this one. And then cut that off if you want. This will go underneath, it's a little longer. It's that strength comes from helping others. We could put that in there, why not? If they don't want it, they can throw it away. They can throw it away and then put this all together neatly, like this. And then there, tap it down so they all come together. There, let's do it this color. Matches the rainbow in the hearts. Kinda. It matches the rainbow though. See? Then we're just gonna clip them in there like this. And voila. Now we'll tuck nicely. In there. Sure enough, them catches. And it does. Look at that. Okay. Now I'm gonna, oh, I forgot this one. Let's stick them. We'll just stick them back here. Right there. And they'll peel right off without ripping anything because it's a, what do you call it? It's a, I know you're saying it. I know you're saying it. Alright, I have these three left to do. I'm going to do them off camera and then I'll be back. This one is longer, so I'm going to have more room because these two are medium and this is a large envelope, okay? This is Tim Holtz paper, and then I have this paper, and then I have this paper. So when I'm done with these three, I'll show them to you, and I have one more I want to show you how to do with 2 pieces of scrap. Okay, beautiful beings, I want to show you if you have 2 pieces of scrap that aren't connected or long. Okay, I have this piece, and it's longer than the envelope, and I have this piece, and it's shorter, so I want to use this piece. So I just took my envelope and put it over a little bit. Then I marked it right here, okay? And I'm going to cut it to make sure it's nice and straight. It's hard to see because it blends right in because there's like marks there. Fits. And again, I need new blade for my cutter. I'm not liking the ones I'm buying. They are Fiskare, but they're not staying very sharp at all. At all, beautiful beings. All right, I want it to go this way, and it's not too tight. It's just perfect. I'm going to bend this over to where I want it. About there. I'm going to pull this out, line it up here, before I do the crease to make sure it's nice and straight. And there's our crease. And I do want to do the corners on this one. I think I'm going to use the big one. There are 10 millimeters. And I know the video is long and it's over an hour, and I apologize. I just wanted to make sure I showed you everything. And of course, I'm multi making them. making a lot at once. Make sure that looks good. That. Now we have scrap. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. I have this also I wanted to show you. But you take your puncher. Okay, if you have this. Or unless you have reinforcements, but if you don't have reinforcements, just take junk mail, punch out a circle like this, and then take your puncher and then punch in here. Okay, this is a little one. I have the wrong puncher. I have a smaller puncher, but just punch a hole in it and then take a piece that you punched out if you have scrap, like that, line it up. I gotta go get the puncher. Alright, and then take your puncher, flip it over so where the hole is, and it might take you a couple times to make sure you find that middle. That's why you do it on junk mail. Punch out some junk mail and then just put it in there, and voila. You got your own little enforcer. Okay, I'm gonna punch out a couple more because we need more. I think I'm gonna do this side because this might fit. It does. So I'm just gonna punch out 2 circles. Out of that, then we're going to take this puncher, the little one, just so you see the difference. That one's way bigger than that one. That one's smaller. These are very old. I think I got this one at Dollar Tree. This one, there you go. It's a Fisker. It's smaller. Then we're just going to find the middle. And punch it. Okay? And I just trimmed this off. This is a piece. It's nice and sturdy piece of scrap. I just trimmed that off and trimmed that off. Make it a little tag. Now we're going to take this one, line it up again. Nope, I got the wrong one again. Let's put that one way over there so I quit grabbing it. Make sure the circles are straight, lined up good. And then just punch a hole. It doesn't have to be perfect. Did I put that down far enough? I did. Good. I didn't think I did. But this is a good way to use up your scrap and make your own little enforcers for your tags using your scrap. Now, do I have enough? Yes. Oh, I wanted regular ones for this. That's all right. We're going to have to punch it one more time. I don't know if I can. Let's see. And little did I know I had 2 little scrap hole punchers in the coin envelope. And I could have just used this whole piece of scrap. You'll see in the future of this video. Here, I'm going to use this for here. Put the scrap out of the way. So we're going to use glitter glue. And you can ink these up if you want. And you can use either puncher if you have a big one or a little one to do this. I just recommend doing it on a piece of scrap, in case you don't get the middle, so you're not wasting your material, your paper. There we go. And there you go. Okay. I put the wrong side down. It's fine. It's fine, beautiful things. Now I'm going to take this one, make sure I get it right, and we're just going to put little tabs. Now if you have a die cut that's a bird and it's small but not too small, I have one but it's way too small, you can put them on for on your tab, on your bend over for your tab. Now if you have a bird that's a die cut that's small, like medium, you can use that and put it here. I wanted to do that, but the die cut I have several. One's too big and one's too small, so that wasn't going to work for me. But you can use them for your flap. Put them on there for little tabs. Okay. Got that out of the way. So we're going to finish making this, and this is going to have to go sideways, I guess. I like these feathers. Let me see. I'm just going to do the triangle thing, I think. Cut it up like that. And then, of course, I'm going to have to cut some off. I do want to... Which one do I use? Big one? On the corners. Just to make it look different. And then, of course, we're going to have to cut that off. There we go. And I'm going to try to, probably won't work, but I'm going to try. It did work a little bit. So we'll just trim that off. So this is going to look different than what we usually have. And then I'll put this one on the inside. No, let's put it over here on this one. But I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to... See, I go by this. See that right there? That's how I know where to cut it off. Where it bends over. The point envelope bends over. See that? Sticking out right there. That's what I go by. But if you're still with me, I appreciate you very much. I know the video is long. And that makes them look unique. Really unique. I might put that on this side. Just gonna go over like that on this side. Okay, beautiful beings, I'm just gonna fast forward me gluing these both down. I can put this green one in here. I kind of don't like that with that, so let's put, see if this will fit. This got feathers. It's embossed. I don't even know if you can see that. The uplift. It's just cardstock I had. A little folder with my cardstock. Right, that's what we got so far. And I don't know if I can do anything with this. I can make a little pocket out of that with one of my die cuts, I think. I'm going to find a die cut that's small. Okay, beautiful beings, I use this die cut. And we're just going to put that right in the middle, maybe. Glue it down. So we have a little pocket, and it looks totally different than what we've been doing. So I'm just going to put glue all the way around, down, along here, and down a little bit. Like that. Just enough to glue it down. Maybe I'll put it over a little bit. I kind of want that feather showing because it's got color, but I guess it's not going to work. So I'm just going to put it in the middle. Okay. This one, stick in there, just a piece of paper that was scrap. And maybe put that there, and then have that there. And this one's done. Beautiful bangs. Okay. Again, this side. Here, let's do this. There's too much green. There's too much green. I wish I would have remembered to flip that, but it's alright. And this one on this side. Which goes this way, actually. And then this slides down in. Like so. What's catching? Something's catching. Did I make it too tall? There's something not right. Something in there? Yes. I already had some cut out. I did. And that's what's catching. It's little. No. I had two already cut out and I didn't even need to cut that out, but it's alright. But that's what's stopping it from going in. Now we'll go down all the way, and there you go. Okay. I wanted to show you one more thing. I had these. Hopefully you can see them. Pull them out for you. These are confetti from Dollar Tree. I got them for 50 cents. I found them when I was looking for other stuff. But these rainbows are in here. And there's little silver hearts. And there's a unicorn. Okay. If you shop at Dollar Tree, I'm sure you've seen this. Okay. That's what's in there. It's backwards. And this goes both ways. You can turn it either way you want to go with your project. Okay. But that's what's in there. And I just used it for these two. Because it went. Because they're both unicorn. So I wanted to show you that. So if you see these at your Dollar Tree and they're not marked, they should be 50 cents, even if they're not marked. Okay? Just letting you know. No. Oh, and the dinosaur ones too, because I got the dinosaur ones for 50 cents too. But I just glued a rainbow there, tag, and I glued a rainbow there. Okay? And a piece of writing paper because it had rainbows on it. Okay, and I could have even put something on this side, but I didn't. Okay, so there's that one. And then this one, I put magical, have a magical day there. I put the unicorn down there, and then I put a rainbow on this side. Okay, and then this is the one we used all the Dollar Tree paper for. And we did the unicorns and stars on the heart. Then I put the other pieces in there. And I used a paper clip to hold it. Okay? But I wanted to show you that because you can use confetti or some embellishments, whatever you have, these things. But I just found them and it was like, yes, that was convenient. But that's the end of the video. And here's all the one. Oh, and this one, I stuck this one in here. This whole tag. I made a really long, this is really thick too, this tag. I made this a really long time ago. Okay, so I just stuck that in there. And then I stuck this little paper in there. And then this one in there. Okay, and then a tag. I think I showed you all the other ones. Oh, no, I didn't. I still got more to show you. I showed you all this. This one, because I put the flower on the tab, for the tab. You just got to be careful with everything. But these two, I wanted to show you. Smooth these up. And I pretty much showed you these. You've already seen all these. Yeah. Okay. But I wanted to show you these. This one, I did the same thing. with a little hole puncher. I made a enforcer on this tag with the paper that matched this. Okay. And then I just put some papers in there to write on. And I think I did. Did I have a tag in this one? No, I have this tag that I put in here. I just tied a little tag on top of it, and then I sewed some paper together. Okay, scrap paper, I always keep it just for this purpose, to make little notebooks. And then I took a paper clip and stuck it at the top so it wouldn't move around a lot. And there's a little notebook instead of making, like if you run out of scrap paper, you know, to make a pocket, you can do it this way for the bigger envelopes. These are the bigger envelopes, these three. This one that we added paper, and this one. And I also added paper to that. I'll show you that. And it goes in there nicely. As long as you're gentle, it goes in there very nicely. And then you have a secret spot for notebook. No beans. This one doesn't fit down. I didn't make that long enough, but that's fine. You can have it like this too. Is it all the way down? No, it's not. My tag's sticking up. There's that, and then this one, and then this goes with this. I did the same thing. Okay, made a little notebook. Just sewed the pieces together from my scrap, and then I just took a old paper clip that I colored, spray painted a long time ago, and put that there. That's what it looks like on that side. Okay. So I hope you got a bunch of great ideas for using up your scrap papers for projects and for your coin envelopes, if you have these, or if you find them now, if you don't have them in your local Dollar Tree. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful everything.